Pink Avery. Flower Avery. Avery eating peaches. Crazy haired Avery. Avery, who's very confused at what Daddy's doing.
Ooh, burrito Avery.
Avery, who's having a hard time getting up, drinking water Avery. Avery looking the other way. Ninja Avery. And George Clooney.
Can you say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. Hi. There we go. Yeah, good job. Well, here we are. Daddy Diaries 11. So we're almost at the 10-month mark. She's added some new tricks to her belt. First, she figured out how to kind of sit on her own.
Look at you did it! Yeah! You are so good! Yes, you are!
And then very shortly after that, she started to crawl. And then very shortly after that, she started to pull herself up. So at this rate, I mean, gosh, she's going to be walking in no time. She was sort of on the brink of rolling over. For 3 months, she could almost roll over, but not quite. And since finally figuring out how to roll over, she has seemingly just cruised. She has cruised through the rest of it. But this is a really fun time because, a lot of her personality is coming out. She's a real goofball, I tell you what.
Let's see, what other tricks do we have? What other tricks have we learned? We like to dance a lot now. We also have this really cute thing now where we point at people.
Ready?
You. You. No, you.
Hi. And we know how to say hi, don't we? Hi.
And she's a very, very happy baby. So we are blessed in that regard. Unfortunately, she's taken after Daddy in some other less desirable ways. She finds it very hard to sit still, and she finds it very hard to relax. But she is pretty goofy and makes us laugh a lot.
When we first had her, I remember we would hang out with friends or family friends or relatives or whatever who had kids at one time but haven't had them in a long time. So they'll hold her and I'll hear people say things like, "Oh man, I really miss this." I remember thinking, what on earth do you miss about this? You have this thing that you're just desperately trying to keep alive. But the more and more the time has gone by, the more it's every time she figures out something, or every time she gets a little bigger, or every time that she outgrows something, I mean, that's it. She just doesn't do those things anymore. We just had this little swing for her that we had that I think I had in some of the earlier videos. And one day she just was too big for it. And then it was we don't use that swing anymore. And that was it. And so I can kind of understand the sort of missing having the baby, because right now she's figuring things out for the first time. She's so dependent on us, and so I'm kind of trying to just cherish this time right now, because I know someday in the future, she won't really need me anymore. Babies are just kind of the constant reminder of the change in the world. You think you're really cute, Emma? No, you're not bad. It gets harder and harder to film her doing anything because she's so aware of the camera now. Eat some of this. Can you eat some of this? Thanks. I knew going into having Avery that I would probably develop a newfound respect for my parents. You just kind of have a new respect of man, what my parents went through to raise me and not go insane. But I think the newfound respect I have for my parents is that the thought of I love Avery so much, and the times that she is in pain, like when she bonks her head, or when she's scared, or just when she's uncomfortable, I would chop my own arm off to make her feel better. I would just, I would die for her in a heartbeat. It's stronger than anything I've ever felt before. And so I think the newfound respect that I have for my parents is thinking about that when I was a baby, that they probably felt the same way about me. And that's the new level of respect I have for my parents now. Can we eat some more carrots?
So I think that's it for now. Obviously, plenty more to come soon, because every day she seems to be doing something new, and every day she's just figuring it out a little bit more and more. So from Daddy in Avery Land, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Since you and I have drifted apart.
Doesn't want to eat Avery. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Avery. Sassy Pants Avery. And Matt Damon. Damn it, he is in everything.